So on earth, monsters from hell will appear, and begin to judge all, the whole person on earth. Whoever sins will have to, scorched in hell, and whoever lives a good eel will get the blue light goes to heaven. The story begins when Zay answers, plane to Los Angeles to visit a friend who used to take off Zay Fairy Rain Bathhouse. It has been many years since the two of them met again. However, they decided to organize a party to celebrate, but with just two people, it's really boring. So Zay asks Zay to go to another friend's house. There is also a small party here, gathered a lot of celebrities. However, Zay did not feel very suitable for this place, thereby inviting Zay to go out comfortably. They entered the tavern, nearby by water bottles. Anyone who suspects that they are preparing to pay is not suspected of an earthquake. Then the blue rays of light, from the heavens it shines straight down. Drag the people next to you. They went straight to the sky. Outside, everything was also chaotic. The car lost control and crashed into a panic. Seeing that the situation is not good, Zay and Seth ran home like dogs. Notify everyone about what just happened. Who would have thought that no one would believe it, and even give it, that Zay's approval of medicine leads to good walls. At this time, the earthquake continued to occur. Make everyone scared and squeeze, encroaching on each other, and running out. Everything at this time is like the end of the world. Earthquakes and explosions everywhere. Where everyone was standing suddenly, drop a big hole. It looks like a path to hell. Who doesn't run right away? That is, falling downwards. The number of deaths is uncountable. Zay is also suffering from, stuck on the crater. It must be very difficult for you to climb. Then, hurriedly, ran into the house. Just a few years ago here, the party is still very fun. But at this time, only Lee. You guys are right. That everyone was terrified, and couldn't believe. Terrible things have just happened. TV also reported that the Earth is having two, facing the disaster of destruction. And recommend all who should not go out, avoid the bad guys attacking and plundering. Tried to hold the X, waiting for rescuers to arrive. Not long after, they heard the sound of helicopters outside, thinking that waiting for rescuers to come here to rescue, making everyone happy like the father of the baby. Who would have thought that helicopter would explode, and almost took his life black, realizing the seriousness. So they all join. One shuts the door. Definitely a nose, can't get inside. Then bend all the numbers. Leftover food. Hope it will help them hold. It was time for rescue to come. Then they all went to bed and rested. The next morning, a guy came, threw building wine to sleep in the bathhouse, and completely unaware of the sign. Yesterday night, I'm touche. Just take all the filtered water on the table to wash your hair, then wash your feet. The food is all processed. By the time they found out, it was too late. All food, water, the words have all been wasted. Being reminded of the tragedy, but he didn't believe it. Also, thought that they were playing with way. Too much causes hallucinations. Until there was a noise outside the door. A man who wants to go under, to ask for help. However, no one dared to take the risk. Went out and opened the door for him to enter. No one knows what is out there. What are the dangers? Just as they thought, a certain force suddenly caused. The first man leaves his neck, making the people inside afraid of peeing, afraid of pants. It wasn't until he came out to get it. The cloth covers the head. Everyone has just regained their composure. By the evening of the next day, he knew that before. After all, they must die. So, they had a meal together, lifting pairs congratulations. Because they are still alive today. At this time, the rope also brought out the biblical authority. Tell me that, you read it in the book. Hai Huyen wrote, at the end of the world, the devil will rise. Kill all the people on earth. Whoever lives honestly will be able to. The Lord pulls up to heaven. The green bright money is the power of the Lord. And everyone who is fake will be demonized, taken away and pushed down to hell. Are resistant to scorching fire. However, the crowd protested. Even said that if the wire is a person, well, why haven't you gone to heaven yet? All it is written in books are just vain, thereby ignoring the words of the strings. And then play with the laundry together. For them, only this is heaven. Until he is tired and falls asleep. Suddenly the sound of breaking the door made socks. Everyone fell in love. Alizun walked in. But it was a girl. She said that she had to starve herself, and lived under the sewer for several days. Everything on the outside is the same. like the zombie pandemic. Then, a brother led her. This girl went to rest, so that they have a chance to discuss whether to keep the girl or not. The rope tells her to stay here. First, they will have more people like. Then the chances of life will increase. Second, she is a daughter. Then they have to protect. Who would have thought that he had just heard the meaning? One brother immediately spoke up. Keep her behind to let us. Is there a place to put it in the idea? So the girl inside heard it again. Thought that these men had. Meow too hid with me. Just like that, the girl with the axe walked out. Cleared all the men with a howl. Make them hand it all over. The remaining food. Then the girl broke the door and left. This gave them a huge headache. For all the food is gone. Fasting is still okay. But fasting. How can I bear to drink? At this moment, the landlord remembered. There are still 2 water bottles in the basement. But to get there, you have to go out. And now, no one will go. So they decided to draw lots and down. The black man who chased him was the black man. For safety, they put a rope into his stomach, in case there is any danger of pulling back. Just like that, the black brother walked out step by step. Whoever suspects the cellar, the door is jammed. I can't open it in any way. At the same time, the surroundings were also splashed. Make strange noises. Made him so scared that he ran away and dropped his pants. Luckily, he still entered the house in time. But, before he could rejoice in something, took the rope and pulled him out. Make everyone pull back with all their might. Then use a knife to cut the rope and save. The old man came to lose a goal in sight. However, they still have to find ways to get water, for the cellar is at their feet. So, they all came together, dug out of the house. Although it is time-consuming, to be safe, after half a day of digging, in the end, they succeeded, and got 2 water bottles conveniently. To celebrate this, the whole group celebrates together, and the drink is filtered water. Each person only gets a little to maintain. Who would have thought that one of them would be greedy? Come out and get another cup of water. Seeing this, the others immediately curse him for a fight. But he said that the sheep, this is irregular. He's so big that he only gets the amount of water with the cord is not allowed. Then just grab the bottle, water poured on the head. This makes everyone angry. Decided to knock him out of the group. That night, while I was sleeping, a monster has crept into Fat Man's room. In my dream, I thought my friends were teasing. By the time I realized it, it was too late. The next morning, they drew lots again to choose those who go out for food. And this time, this crazy Chase called the name. However, he did not agree to go out. Make the string of anger containing you selfish. But who would have expected to reconsider the anti-Semitism? Say that, if you are good, you go by yourself. Although it is very spicy, the rope is still. Decided to go out. He went out to the light and followed. After a while, the 2 finally arrived. Get a house. There is a lot of food and drinks here. Enough for the same people for another month. At this time, a new rope came out. Tell me to go to the light. The people on the other side are all cowardly selfishness. Or will the 2 of you stay here? Enjoy this food. However, he went out to the light, and Hyun immediately oppose. Whether those people are bad, then they are still friends. Meanwhile, Mr. Fat's side has turned into a demon, turned to attack the rest. He has an incredible strength. Just use one hand to do it. Through the judgment, and flew a few hundred meters. On the other side, the wire and he went out to the light. Attacked by an object pack. It chased the 2 people who ran down their pants. Fortunately, the 2 still managed to get out. Then ran home, safely. But seeing that the Fat Man had changed, the wire immediately donated to him. A vegetarian bowl stumbled. Then they put this demon on the bed. Think that the Fat Man is haunted, so it can still be cured. So the rope held the Bible, began to awaken from the devil, but it also has a real effect. Who would have expected to be afraid of the outside? Frightened, he rushed to stop the rope. But that inadvertently knocked over the candle. Make the flame burn the blanket, and so it burns the demon. The house was also destroyed. Luckily, the group of wires still, in time to get out. But before he had time to rejoice, one of them, the flying demon, reappeared. Know that if you go together, you will definitely die. So he went to the lamp and said, the other 3 went first, and I will stay to hold the foot of the package. At this moment, he turned out the light, and the river came up. Then a ray of blue light appeared. Take him straight to heaven. The bundle was also pushed back. Thereby, others also understand. Those who are willing to sacrifice for others will taken to heaven by God. At this moment, their car was attacked, and was recaptured by a group of people. Who would have thought that the leader of this group was... The cousin kicked him out of the group. Because food is so scarce. So, he formed this group, hunting people for food. If nothing is done, surely the three of them will become the dinner of these people. Calculate the double fruit you consider, and grind together and run ahead. Let the other guys stay in the area. But that's the same thing. Touching the Lord. Give him a chance to go to heaven. This makes him happy. Happy to get rid of those turtles. Who would have expected to offend the Lord? Turn off the blue infusion port. Then have to bear to become the dinner of the people. It is true that the mouth is forever the body, and the vetting and grinding are still being squeezed. Legs on the neck of the cow running. However, the two had to face each other, face to hell kneeling. It is also the last squeeze. Grinding used to read in books, I know that this is their end, thereby using the last moments to apologize for the consideration. He suspected that it was that made him bright green in the afternoon, down to the grinding head. Grinding does not have the red grace. Grind immediately pulled your hand along. The Lord of Hell also attacked frantically, but couldn't touch with that blue light. However, the higher it goes, the more. The blue light is even weaker. Knowing that this is my fault, if you don't let go, both will die. So, it was decided to, born to grind alive. He suspected that it was touching God. Instantly a blue light had been projected on the judges. That morning, money was also directly examined. Death to the Lord of Hell. And the two best friends were able to bounce into the door of heaven. And suddenly met Mr. Black Grinder here. The movie is all over here. Hello, and see you. You're in the next...
If you love movies as much as we do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, share it with fellow film fans, and drop your hot takes in the comments.